Hello everyone, I'm Hugo.
And I'm Jake.
And this is the first episode of Ask Hugo.
It sure is.
So, I recorded this already. Didn't turn out so well. Yeah. So now I have Jake here with me. He's going to read me the questions, and he can comment wherever he pleases. But you guys asked me questions in previous videos, and now I'm going to answer some of the questions I found the least stupid.
Yeah. Darkrai New Moon asks, is your name Hugo? Part B, why is the sky blue? Part A first.
No, my name is not Hugo. Why is the sky blue? Fucking Google it. I don't care. What?
From Owen Nico, which religion do you find the most romantic? In other words, comma, which religion, parentheses, that you have heard of, parentheses, paints the most beautiful picture of the structures of the world?
I would have two different answers based on how you worded the question. If you had just said which paints the most beautiful picture of the universe, I would have a different answer. But since you say the structures of the world, I don't think any religion is really that great, because it basically boils it down to fucking a being did it. But if I had to pick one...
Norse.
No, see, I wouldn't say Norse, although it's a pantheon. I'm gonna say probably Greco-Roman. Greco-Roman, just because I'm into that, you know? Iliad.
Raven Axel.
That's so Raven.
No. Asks, what are your thoughts on death? Double question mark. What do you think will happen when we die? Just a single question mark this time. Just curious to hear your opinion with two P's.
When we die, I think nothing happens. I think everything keeps going on pretty much same as always for everyone except you. When you in particular die, we'll probably have a party. But for most people, nothing. I don't know. I don't think anything happens when you die.
Polixter421 asks, who made that video featuring all the recently made atheist and skeptic channels?
See, now this is especially showing how long it took me to make this fucking video. That was like 2 months ago. Anyway, that was Logic. He contacted us and a bunch of other atheist YouTube channels, especially smaller, newer ones, and said, hey, let's get together and kind of team up on this, try and bolster our community. So we gave him a clip, as did everyone else, and he put it together, and that was really cool of him. Hi, Logic. I don't think you're watching this, but you and your top hat keep
He watches
hatting it
sometimes.
Up. Sometimes. I watch him more than he watches me.
Demented Alex questions, what is the funniest quote in the Bible?
I've been waiting for this question for a while. This comes from Ezekiel, chapter 23, 19 through 21. This is from the NIV. Yet she became more and more promiscuous as she recalled the days of her youth, when she was a prostitute in Egypt. There she lusted after her lovers, whose genitals were like those of donkeys and whose emissions were like that of horses. Interesting to me that the penis size and the emission size are compared to different beasts of burden.
Yeah,
different
not correlative.
Yeah, but yeah, that's the funniest in my opinion, but there's a lot.
Privy to the Arcanum asks Hugo, are you truly an atheist, or are you one of those agnostic variants, e.g., I don't believe in gods, but I acknowledge the very slim possibility that they could exist? Yeah, I imagine you said that like a douchebag.
See, I know it's hard to tell over the internet.
I know.
If it's
if you're a really nice person.
Nice, I'm sorry, but it sounded a little snide. Although we're pretty snide too, so I can't be mad about it.
No, we're bastards. I forgive. Well, I don't forgive you because I'm a bastard, but I would.
Yeah, I both consider myself an atheist and an agnostic. The two things aren't categorically different. You can be both. Gnosticism and agnosticism and theism and atheism are in two different categories.
If you're a Gnostic atheist, you're a hard atheist. You're 7 on the Dawkins scale. If you're an agnostic atheist, you're anything from, 4 to 7?
Yeah.
So
it's Gnosticism versus agnosticism is just whether you think you know it or you think you believe it, and theism, atheism is obviously belief in a deity or non-belief in a deity.
I'd say that just knowing you're as close to knowing as you can be, but since we're not omniscient, we can't
Yeah, I would say as much as I'm confident in it as much as I am about the fact that if I fucking drop something, it's gonna fall to the floor.
Yeah,
it's it's inductive reasoning. It's just based on what I observe every day. I don't think that there is that. But no, I would never say I know it, because that's the kind of certainty that only Siths subscribe to, and I'm not one of those dirty Siths.
Good bailout. Soupy Loco asks, after the Bible ends, period, will you guys do the rest of the Abrahamic scriptures? The Quran, the Book of Mormon, the Actus, the Urantia, in that order.
If you guys have seen our Patreon page, plug, it said, like, if we start...
If we get to 1,000.
Then we're gonna definitely do the Quran Reloaded. I think we're gonna do it anyway, just because we enjoy doing this.
We'll definitely do it, but you'll get it sooner.
Yeah, and
because we'll have more time.
Easier. But yeah, we'll probably do that, and depending on how that goes, we'll figure out what we're doing from there. I'd love to be doing this for years. I enjoy doing it. I enjoy hanging out with Jake. I enjoy talking to you guys.
Don't lie to them. We force it.
Yeah.
Stephen Bachman asks, Hugo, what's your take on the upcoming Batman vs. Superman movie? Personally, I don't think it makes sense. I'm paraphrasing because you wrote ridiculously. If Batman is super smart, why would he fight a near invincible being? I think you answered your own question, personally, because I'm a nerd.
So, okay. For one, I'll tell you what I think about it after I make fun of you. But first, you're telling me that the part about Batman versus Superman that doesn't make sense is the part where the guy who's a billionaire, who spends time in his basement dressed like a bat solving crimes on a computer, decides to fight the alien from outer space who can fly and shoot lasers out of his eyes. The fact that he decides to fight him is the part that doesn't make sense. Fuck you. Okay, what I think about it is, I think it could be good. I'm okay with Ben Affleck as Batman. I like the guy who plays Superman. I think he could do a good job. The problems in Man of Steel happened because of the writing and the editing, not because of his performance necessarily. Jesse Eisenberg, I think, will be okay as Lex Luthor. We'll see how that works. That could either be really good or really bad. I'm going to reserve judgment on that. I think the universe they've set up is really good. I think the concept is one that is begging for a movie adaptation, but if this one fucks up, we will never see it again. So I'm hoping it's either really good or at least entertainingly bad.
Torvarin Zasserty says, do you ever sing the Bible Reloaded theme song?
More than I'd like to admit, yes. It's catchy.
Me too. It's too fucking catchy. It's like a Maroon 5 song.
I remember when Jake first set, because we did a theme song contest, I remember when Jake first sent me a thing like, dude, check this out.
Yeah.
And the first time I heard it, it had me by the la 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 like that part, because that's just catchy. Any song with laws, you got me.
Yeah. Some of the other ones, bad. Some of the other ones we had for that contest, just terrible. Some of them were okay. That one was easily the best, clearly. It's the best song that exists, I think. It's better than Bohemian Rhapsody.
I was going to go for a Freddie Mercury ref, too. That's weird. Probably the Stash.
That's it.
Okay, so that kind of petered out. Okay.
Yeah, so that's it.
That's the first episode of Ask Hugo.
Yeah.
So thanks, everyone, for watching the first episode of Ask Hugo.
Yeah.
If you want, you can donate at our Patreon page.
Yeah.
You know.
$1 will get you extras that'll be just like this, only not structured.
You're not making that sound good.
It's basically like Diet Coke, us.
Yeah. If you guys want to...
Caffeine free.
If you guys want to ask questions, down in the comments, or you can ask me at Hugo Reloaded.
Yeah, and just because I'm on here, don't you fucking ask me any questions. I'm not here to answer your shit. You pieces of fucking ass.
Yep, so... Until next time, I'm Hugo.
And I'm Jake.
And this has been Ask Hugo.
Don't ask me any goddamn questions.
You're gonna get so many questions.